Alright, good afternoon. It's Saturday the 11th. It is quarter after 3. It's hotter than hell. I am heading into Petoskey. It's been kind of a lazy day so far. Since I stayed up with my fire so late last night, I slept in a little bit and got my video edited. And it is currently uploading back at the campsite. Estimated upload time around 4 hours. And I took a little nap. And now heading to Petoskey. Need to stop at Walmart, pick up a few things, some different groceries. I'm getting low on charcoal. And I don't know when my next opportunity to hit a Walmart is going to be, so just kind of stock up on a few things in case I don't get anywhere for a little while. Because the campground I'm going to next is right on Lake Superior. I'm going there tomorrow, and I don't really think there's any towns near there, so need to make sure I've got enough to get through till next weekend. Yeah, kind of a chill day. It's pretty hot. I might go do a little kayaking over on Burt Lake at my campground a little bit later tonight. Maybe closer to sunset. Maybe do sunset on the lake. That'd be kind of cool. By the time I got up and moving today, it was too hot to actually go anywhere. I would have just fried. And, you know, the whole point of this trip is to see some cool stuff, but also just relax. So I'm not going to beat myself up for occasionally deciding that I just want to sit around and do nothing, like I did last time with my fire. I'll probably do the same thing again tonight. So yeah, guess that's all for now. While you're in town here, I do have the dash cam with me. It's sitting on the seat over here. Might clean my windshield and see if I can hook that up. There's a big ass lake. Anywho, I'm just rambling, so I'm going to put this down. I did not bring my microphones, so the air conditioning fan is blowing right at the phone, so this audio is probably crap. Thank you, dude. Anyway, I'm gonna put this down, let my road rage out without the camera, and I'm rambling anyway, so see you soon. Bye. Okay, so this is Lake Michigan over here. I'm just inside the city limits of Petoskey. And this is Little Traverse Bay. Yeah, this is the little scenic overview. Somebody out there sailing. That's almost thumbnail worthy. Yeah, it's good thing I'm not afraid of heights. Oh wait, I am. That's pretty. You know it's better than one Cybertruck? 2 Cybertrucks. Alright, this is Bayfront Park. There is a history museum over here. Sign says it's open, but well, we're not in a museum kind of mood. I am, however, always a fan of walking through harbors. Even in past years when I'd be out in California for spring break or whatever, I always loved walking around the harbors and looking at all the boats and seeing how the other half live. Petoskey Public Marina.
That's what I do to people. You seem to complain about it.
Petoskey Marina.
Sorry.
There's that history museum. Okay, back to the truck. Some of these rigs are just ridiculous. Somebody had a little accident here. Okay, next up here is something called Mineral Well something or other. Mineral Well Park Shelter. So this, I assume, is Bear River, because over there it flows into the lake. It is a night and day difference between being direct in the sun and the shade. It is 89 degrees with 416% humidity in the sun, but you get underneath the shade trees and it's actually pleasant.
Just being like, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It's a cool bridge. So this looks like another parking lot over here. But we'll give those people in front of me time to clear out. Kind of wish now I would have brought my microphones. To be honest, when I came up here, I really hadn't done much looking ahead or planning. I just knew I needed to get to a Walmart. So I didn't really plan or prepare for this. Alright, there's a sign up there, but I can't read it. It's right behind that tree. It says Bear River something. Oh. Go back this way. I have water in the truck, but I didn't bring anything with me. Really wasn't planning on hiking. I just saw a notice about this park and path. National Scenic Trail, New York and North Dakota. Okay. I don't think I'm going to be hiking that far. Alright, we got some sort of lookout tower. We'll go check that out. Apparently this river is kayakable. Well, I didn't bring a kayak with me. That looks like a long way up. And I'm afraid of heights. And that dude sitting on the ground over there drinking and smoking was looking at me funny. Probably because I'm talking to a camera. It's kind of cool. I found all this. Didn't even know it was here. So this is what happens when you just go without a plan and see what you find. I was actually thinking earlier today I wouldn't even have a video for today because I wasn't doing anything besides sitting around camp and running some errands. But yeah, video. Look at me trying to be a real YouTuber and shit. With no microphones. Up on this side of the trail is all just houses. We are right in the middle of the city. My phone's built-in microphone, I've noticed the last few days, really picks up the audio of my breathing. There's been a few spots in videos where it sounds like I'm huffing and puffing. I mean, I'm fat and out of shape, but the audio makes it seem like I am way fatter and way more out of shape than I actually am. Alright, the trail seems to be moving away from the river. And we are climbing an elevation. I may have to actually look this thing up and see how far this goes. I really did not intend on setting out on a 5-mile hike or anything like that. This is interesting. We have a little fork in the road. This seems to go back to the river. This might be a good place to turn around. Before I took the path less traveled. Some famous poet said that or something. I'm kidding, I know who it was. I remember having to read that stupid poem in 7th grade. Maybe it was 6th. Hey, river. We have some nice profanities written on this little bridge thingy. Yeah, I'm guessing you're not going to be able to see much on camera. The river's A little white speck right there. A lot of brushes. Alright, I'm going to put you down and look this trail up. Okay, I just looked up this trail, only goes a couple of miles up to something called Sheridan Street. What the hell? I'm enjoying myself. It's nice and cool under here in the shade. It's a nice little walking trail. Alright, looks like we're going to go uphill back to the main trail that I turned off of earlier. There's a river down there. And more people walking, so I take it there's a trail over there too. Well, that makes sense because I thought I saw a path on the other side of the river down by the road. I wonder if this, when you get up to Sheridan Street, you cross over a bridge there or down the other side maybe? Yeah, I don't know. I'm making this shit up as I go along. Ooh, looks like some sort of waterfall down here, or at least rapid. I don't know if there's an overlook or a bridge. That is a lot of fast-moving water down there. I don't think I'd want to kayak it. I'm more of a lazy, floating type of kayaker. A lake with no current. The Maquoketa River in Iowa that, you know, flows at like 1.5 knots or something like that. I like kayaking up at Backbone State Park up in Clayton County, Iowa, because you can put on at the lake there by the dam, and then you just kind of paddle upstream up the Maquoketa, and you know, Maquoketa averages like 2 feet deep. You just kind of kayak up as far as you want. There's lots of sandbars. And then when you start to feel kind of tired, you stop and turn around, and then the current takes you back down to the lake where the campground is. Alright, what do we have here? Parking area. Whitewater. Okay. Aha, here we have another bridge. Okay, I see why that sign said Class 1 to Class 4 rapids. Yeah, not my kind of kayaking. Very pretty though. I love the sound of the rushing water, which you can barely hear over me yapping. That'd be kind of interesting because you go straight into them rocks over there. Interesting. All right, well. All right, so here the trail splits. So I take it to the left, goes up to whatever I said the name of that street was, and the right goes back to where I came. So we're gonna check the map quick. All right, we got quite a ways to go. I'm still feeling good. We're gonna take this all the way up Sheridan Street. Just because it's not like I have anything better to do today. Walmart can wait. Look at that water though. All right, did not know I was going to be hiking today, so I did not wear the appropriate shoes. Oh, this is more like a bike path. According to the map now, this is an actual paved trail all the way up to where I was going. So I'm going to turn around and go back now. Yeah. I probably won't film too much of that because you literally just saw it. I lied, I'll film it. Alright, this is the bridge I came across. And then I turned left behind me to go up to that, what turned out to be a bike trail. So this here is all new unexplored territory on the other side of the river. So we're heading back towards Lake Michigan now, back towards the harbor and the parking lot. Ooh, we have another fork in the road. All right, there's that same advisory about Whitewater. I assume that goes up to the bike path. So I enjoy hiking. I don't do a ton of it. I don't seek out hikes usually because I'm fat. But this is enjoyable. I like this, even though it is right in the middle of town. Pretty flowers. Man, look at them rocks. That'd be one hell of a kayak ride. You can kind of see upriver there a little bit. I assume that goes back up to the bike path, parking lot maybe. Boardwalk. I don't know what those little flowers are. I am not a botanist or a gardener. Okay, that's the paved path again up there. Looks like we have run into a wedding or something. Okay, let's see. We're gonna have to go up to that little paved path and over then. Because I don't. I do have my bike in the back of the truck. I could go for a bike ride up here, but might be overkill for one day.
Or September. Yeah, because I'll.
Oh, here we go. This would have been good to look at before. So there's harbor up there. Alright, so the dashed red line is gravel path. So that's where I started. Yeah, looped around, came back up. Everything else is paved path. 36-acre park. Very cool. Alright, let's see if we can figure out how to get back to my truck. Alright, one last look of the Bear River. Alright, maybe that's second to last look. I didn't walk over here earlier. There we go. One last look of the Bear River. Unless I walk down to the next bridge. Should I? I think I should. If I'm going to be a bad YouTuber, I might as well be a thorough bad YouTuber. All right, there you have it. The last look of the Bear River as it flows into Lake Michigan, which you can see out there in the distance behind the breakwater. All right, so there's one more thing on the, maybe two more things on the map that I saw in this area that I want to go check out. So I will pick you back up momentarily. Okay, this is Pennsylvania Park in downtown Petoskey. And supposedly there is a cannon here. Cool trolley. I don't know who this guy is. Oh, it's Hemingway. Interesting.
butterfly, bro.
Then, do you not know about my butterflies are poisonous and will kill you?
Lucy, bro, shut up. You gotta be quiet at the creek.
Hi, Grandpa. And here's the cannon. CA and Company. Number 249. Holy cow, 9,000 pounds. And again, because I did zero research, let's see what the significance of this cannon is. It was aboard the USS Hartford, Civil War. They closed the South's remaining major port at New Orleans. Or maybe it was Mobile. Oh, that was the story of Damn the Torpedoes. Oh. Okay, well, that's pretty cool. Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead. Huh. Well, you learn something new every day. Those two monarchs are very pretty. Dash cam mounted up there. How I'm easily going to get video off, I don't know. It does have a memory card, there's an app. But I think I can just actually plug USB direct into it. To my computer? Oh, might as well later. 6:30, back to camp. Groceries unloaded, put away. It's hot, but it's not too bad here in the shade. Nice part about the way I got the camper oriented is I don't even need to pull out the awning. But I was checking out that rig behind me. Like, I've seen those hybrids before. I've never seen one with a slide out bunk on the side like that. Usually there's just one out like the back or out the front. But man, I look at that, it's like, man, all the inconveniences of a pop-up along with the inconveniences of a full-size trailer. I didn't even consider a hybrid when I was looking for this rig. It's like, the main reason being, if you get any sort of rain, condensation, dew, you gotta pack those things up. That is just a lot of cleanup effort later, drying them out. Wouldn't even consider it. Anyway, it's about 6:30. Drinking a Mountain Dew. I swear, for real, it's Mountain Dew. And yeah, I think I'm gonna do the pork chops for supper tonight. I'm not super hungry yet, so I'll probably wait another hour or so to light the grill. Thinking about doing a sunset kayak. Not sure if I have the energy for that yet. It's kind of nice just to sit on my ass and watch the leaves blow in the trees and drink a pop and relax. My YouTube video finally did finish uploading, but it is still processing, so I can't post that yet. And then I can start assembling this one. That dash cam, it's a magnet that sticks to the windshield, which I didn't know when I put it up there. So it made it really easy to pull down. And I'll see if I can pull the footage off of that and have a little bit of editing fun with that. Do a little speed up / time lapse. See if I can find some open source, generic, non-royalty music. Never done that before. So, yeah. Hi, Fido. Alright, working on putting together today's video. I got all the files copied off of the Garmin, and I just transferred them off my phone. Got the grill lit. Tonight's dinner is barbecue pork chops with stuffing and probably some applesauce. Got my new Coleman grill stood up. Had to use a little 1 pound. Fortunately, I brought one because I bought the wrong stupid cable or hose adapter. So I can't hook up to my 20-pound tanks because I bought the wrong one. So I'm gonna have to go exchange that. I always do that. This time I managed by. Last time I bought like a Blackstone one that didn't work at all. This time I don't even know what the hell that thing goes to, but yeah, totally screwed it up. But we're gonna give these coals just a couple minutes, then throw the pork chops on. I don't know about you, but I like my pork about medium rare. I'm just kidding, I don't feel like dying tonight. Not quite ready to flip yet. I have a bad habit of over flipping meat.
That's what she said.
Especially beef. I'm trying to do it with pork. This thing I turned on thinking, like my stove at home, that it would take 20 minutes to get water boiling. But it took like a minute and a half and it was boiling, so I guess we're going to shut that off and wait. But I gotta look up, see what time Diamondbacks play tonight, because we're going to do the same thing I do every night. Not try to take over the world, but sit by a fire and listen to a ball game. So, yeah. Shit. That ain't looking good. Yeah, she flat. wonder what I ran over. This side all looks good. I do have a tire iron with me, but I don't know what I've got for a jack. I haven't thought about that the other day. I should stop at Harbor Freight and get a floor jack. Damn it. Well, I'll put the compressor on it and see if I can get it to air up and hold at least for an hour or so I can get it to a tire repair shop tomorrow. Just what I wanted to do. Oh yeah, those are gonna be delicious. Okay, 8:15 p.m. I'm at 35 psi. Let's see how long she holds. Those are cooking along deliciously. All right, we got a full boil over here. All right, the stuffing's all mixed. We will cover and let stand as per the instructions. Oh yeah, doesn't get any better than that. All right, it's 8:30. I can hear the air leak. All right, so I've lost about 2 pounds in 15 minutes, and that's just cold sitting, not moving. Dinner is fantastic, by the way. I'm getting full. So unfortunately, with tomorrow being Sunday, that's going to limit my options for tire shops. There's a couple auto repair places near where I'm at, but I don't see anything that looks like a dedicated tire shop. So I think what I probably am going to have to do, there's a Harbor Freight in Petoskey, which is where it's just at all day. It's a half-hour drive. They open at 9. So I think I'll drive down there in the morning, pick up a floor jack, because I'm not going to try to jack up this camper with just the little shitty ones in the back of my truck, assuming it's even still in there. I do have a tire iron. I made sure I packed that. I don't know why I didn't think to grab my floor jack. But anyway, I'll go down to Harbor Freight in the morning, get a floor jack, bring it out here, get that tire changed while I'm sitting here at the campground. I don't have to be out here till like 1 o'clock, I think. So I should be able to, if I get down to Petoskey by 9 when they open, I should be back here by 9:30 or 10, get that tire changed, finish packing up, and still be out here on the road. And then sometime next week, I'll see if I can find a tire shop on Monday or Tuesday. When I'm at my new campground, I can just throw a tire in the truck and drive it somewhere. So, yeah. It's not the end of the world, but it's just going to be a giant pain in the ass. I blew a tire on the pop-up once in Washington, D.C. I was just pulling into the campground, too, and it like shredded. I blew it good. And so the camper was just stuck on the side of the entrance driveway to the campground. Like, there was not enough left of the tire to even like try to pull it up into into my actual campsite. And where I pulled off to the side of the road, I really couldn't. I had a hard enough time getting it jacked up, and there's some reason I couldn't put the spare on. Oh yeah, the the spare that was on the back of that trailer didn't actually fit the axle. I don't know where that spare came from, but it did not belong to that trailer. So yeah, I went to put the spare on, and like the lug nut pattern didn't fit. So yeah, the trailer had sit on the side overnight. I had to sleep in my truck that night, and the next morning go and try to find a damn tire for that thing and get it on there and get my camp set up. So I've been in worse predicaments. It's not the end of the world. It's just not going to be fun. All right, I'm going to get back to devouring some of this food. Oh, the other thing I was thinking that I forgot to say is I don't know how old those tires are on there. I haven't looked at the date code, but I'm guessing they're past age, and no tire shop's going to even attempt to fix it. They're going to make me replace it, so this is going to be a $200 adventure, I bet. Yay. All Alright, and one of my more smarter decisions, I decided maybe I should try to get this tire at least loose and get the spare off the back. But those lug nuts are rusted on. I can't get them to move. I gave it everything I had. I even tried basically jumping on the tire iron. They're not moving. So plan B, or C, I don't know. I lost track. What plan am I on? It is holding air. I mean, it's losing air, but it's not rapidly losing air. And I only have a few hours to go. So I think tomorrow, just every half hour or so, find someplace safe to pull off and air it back up. We'll see how fast it loses when I'm moving down the road, but just kind of, it's a slow leak. Still at 32. So it's losing a few pounds every 15 minutes. So we're just gonna have to limp it up to the next campground, stay tomorrow night, and then Monday pack it up and take it into a tire shop. So I'm gonna get online here, and dinner was fantastic, by the way. I'm so stuffed, literally. See, I'm gonna have to get online here and see if I can figure out if where there's a tire shop near where I'm going. I might also just drive to one and camp on their parking lot or get a motel or something for tomorrow night. I'll have to get online, do some working here. Yay. Okay, so according to Google, it's an hour and a half at interstate speeds. I obviously go way slower than that, so less than 2 hours to the next campground. There is a tire shop like 5 minutes outside the state park where I'm going to, so I think as long as I take it slow, which I have been, probably take it even slower, just stop every 20 minutes, check tire pressure, air it up as needed, and just kind of limp it along tomorrow. I can get up there, get to my next campground, just set up bare minimum of camp, and then on Monday I'll have to look at my work schedule, but over my lunch hour or something. Not that I really have a lunch hour, but you know, in between meetings, whatever. Call that tire shop, make sure they've got the right size or can order it. Get an appointment if they have to order it. Good news is I'm at that campground until Friday, so I've got all week to deal with this. I just have to get it up there. And at least it's only an hour and a half drive-ish compared to the 4 or 5 hours I did coming up here. So this could be worse. It could still get worse tomorrow, knock on wood. So yeah, since I no longer have to run to Harbor Freight first thing in the morning, no point in going to buy a floor jack if I can't get the tire off if I jack the trailer up anyway. So, and then next week, where I'm going is there's a little town nearby, so I can go to a Harbor Freight and buy a floor jack. Then I don't have to make a special trip back over to Petoskey, which is 35 miles west of here, and I'm trying to go north. So, but get these tires replaced, or at least the lug nuts loosened and retightened, so I can budge them if I have to. And then that way, if I ever have to replace, hopefully I don't have to replace an iron on this trip. One tire per trip should be enough. Should be a limit. But anyway. All right, I am hot. I am full. I think I'm gonna clean up dinner here. And nice thing about where I'm sitting is I can see the shower house, and I see open door. So I'm gonna clean up dinner here and might go up and take a shower. Then I'll have my fire. So catch you later. Good morning. It's Sunday. I slept a little bit late. I didn't do anything too exciting last night. There was no video updates. After I got done monkeying with that tire for a while, I came in and watched a couple of YouTube videos from a couple of my favorite channels and went to bed. Um, See, I'm just sitting here drinking my coffee this morning. Um, air conditioner's been running nearly nonstop. It just finally shut off so I could record this. But need to get camp broke. It's going to be hot and miserable doing that. Um, get hooked up, put some air in that tire, and then hit the dump station on the way out. And then it's just going to be a slow crawl up to my next camp. I'm going to try to. I think I pretty much have to take, I think it's I-75 most of the way up, at least to get from the lower peninsula to the upper peninsula. But once I get up there, I'm going to see if I can get off the interstate somewhere where I can go 50, 55 mile an hour. Just take it slow and every 15, 20 minutes pull off and air up that tire. I'm guessing after the first couple of stops I'll know about how far I can go before the thing gets too low. It's a fairly slow leak, so hopefully I can go half hour between stops, but we'll wait and find out. But anyway, I'm going to drink a little more of this and go start packing up and start sweating. But yeah, I think that's all I know for now. And I didn't compile yesterday's video yet, so maybe we'll just make this clip here the last clip of that video. So if that's the case, thank you for watching, and I'll resume later. I don't know. Bye.